Fear of Fassad, because of its broad meaning and very serious and ominous implications, has been mentioned actually in the Quran before even Allah created the first couple, before the creation of the humans. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala announced to the angels that He's going to create a Khalifa, a trustee on this earth, the angels were afraid because of their pure nature. Maybe they had sensed something. We're not getting into why they knew that, but the point here is that they say, are you, Allah, going to place on this earth someone يفسد فيها? You're going to put an agent or a trustee on earth who is going to corrupt this earth, who is going to do fasad on this earth and shed blood. And of course Allah told them, إني أعلم ما لا تعلمون, I know what you know not. Fourthly, we notice also that the Quran shows us quite clearly that the very fact that the earth, the universe at large, has been created in coordination with a design that's good for humans, that we corrupted, but it's good in its original creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that this in itself an evidence of wahdaniyah, of the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As the Quran says, if in heavens and earth there were more than one God, they would have been fasadata, corrupted. But again, corrupted is limited, so fasad would have taken place in creation, not only on earth, but the whole, even cosmic order, cosmos would have been thrown totally in total chaos. Coming to the second point after this introductory remarks, what are the forms or maybe causes also of fasad on this earth? One is following our own whims rather than the guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, especially our lower desires. And again from the Quran we read, if truth followed their own whims, heavens and earth would have been corrupted. Secondly, hypocrisy. The Quran speaks about people that when they speak, you love, you like what they say, but when they go, they start committing all kinds of corruption on earth and destroy life and crop. Thirdly, when people take an oath with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like oath of believing in Him, or oath through their prophets like the Israelites and others, and then they break that oath, and that this is a cause of corruption on earth, breaking the oath, that these are called fasiqeen, those who deviated from the path after they have been guided to it. Again, the Quran describes them that those are the ones who commit fasad on this earth. Fourthly, it is connected in the Quran with excess. For example, when Prophet Saleh was talking to his people, the people of Thamud, he connected between obeying the orders of those who go into excesses, the musrifin, and describing them that they are the same ones who are committing fasad also on this earth. Fifthly, to accept the absolute power of people, whether king, they call themselves king, presidents, sultans, amirs, whatever they give themselves or people give to them. When it is an absolute power, it is a cause of corruption on this earth. Look at the Quran quoting the wise words of Balqis, the queen of Sheba, when Prophet Sulaiman wrote to her and so on, and her fear is that if kings enter into any village, they will cause corruption, they will make fasad and make the dignified people humiliated. Sixthly, in fact the Quran in general says that if people fail to try to stop, or had it not been that Allah checks the power or absolute power of one party of people by others, there would be corruption on this earth. A sixth connection in the Quran is between fasad and breaking family ties, relatives. Because the Quran actually says, if you, in Surah Muhammad, if you turn away, are you going then to have fasad on this earth and cut or sever your ties with your families. 7 is to be unthankful to the blessing and ni'mah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In describing the people of Fir'aun, it says, جَحَدُوا بِهَا, they were very unthankful to Allah, even though they knew in their hearts that this is the truth that Musa alayhi salam was teaching them. Why? This is because of their injustice, because of their pride and vanity, and that the Quran says, look at the consequence of those who committed this Fassad. So that's what they did, actually described in the Quran as one form of Fassad. 8, the excessive wealth, and forgetting the one who gave that wealth. The story of Qarun, again, who was one of the people, a contemporary of Prophet Musa alayhi salam, when he was advised because of his arrogance, because of the power and wealth, excessive wealth that he had. And when people said, seek in what Allah has given you the hereafter, don't forget also your share of this life. Be good as Allah has been good to you. وَلَا تَبْغِ الْفَسَادَ فِي الْأَرْضِ. Don't commit acts of corruption or fasad on this earth. That means sometimes wealth results in fasad. And we see today billions of dollars with people, Muslim officials, يَتَطَوَلُونَ فِي الْبُنْيَانِ, as the Prophet said, competing with one another in the highest of towers on which